What if I told you that most heartbreak doesn't happen because men don't try hard enough, but because they ignore what's right in front of them? That the biggest warning signs aren't hidden in dramatic actions, but quietly spoken through simple sentences. Sentences that sound harmless. Sentences that sound normal, but if you understand what they really mean, they can save you years of wasted effort, emotional damage, and regret. When you first meet a woman, everything feels electric. Her laughter pulls you in. Her attention feels intoxicating. And in that state, it's easy to overlook the subtle messages she's sending, not through what she does, but through what she says. Because words are windows. They reveal mindset. They reveal intentions. And most importantly, they reveal how this connection will end if you're not paying attention. Women often communicate the truth indirectly, not because they're malicious, but because honesty wrapped in softness feels safer than blunt rejection. And if you don't know how to decode that language, you'll mistake warning signs for challenges and red flags for opportunities. What I'm about to share with you are 7 phrases that should immediately make a man pause and reassess. They aren't jokes. They aren't harmless comments. They're previews of the future you're walking into. And if you don't like the preview, you shouldn't stay for the full movie. This isn't about hating women. It's about protecting yourself. It's about choosing peace over chaos, clarity over confusion, and self-respect over emotional survival mode. Because once you learn to hear these phrases for what they are, dating changes forever. Let's begin. The first phrase is, I don't need a man. On the surface, this sounds like independence. And independence is healthy. But this sentence isn't about self-sufficiency. It's about positioning. When a woman says she doesn't need a man, she's not expressing strength. She's telling you that your role in her life is optional. Relationships don't thrive on neediness, but they do require mutual appreciation. When someone makes it clear they don't value partnership, what they're really saying is that your effort won't be respected. You're not being invited to build, you're being tolerated. Many men hear this and instinctively try to prove their worth. They lean in harder, give more, show more, and that's where they lose themselves. Because the moment you try to earn value from someone who already dismissed it, you surrender your leverage and your dignity. A woman who truly respects men doesn't need to diminish them to feel powerful. She can stand strong without pushing you down. If she tells you she doesn't need you, believe her, and leave. The second phrase is, my ex was better. The moment a past relationship becomes a measuring stick, the present one is already compromised. You're no longer being seen for who you are, you're being compared to a memory that hasn't healed. This isn't honesty. It's emotional baggage spilling into your lap. And no matter how much you give, you will never win against someone who exists only in her mind. Competing with a ghost drains confidence and creates insecurity that slowly eats away at you. A woman who's ready for something new doesn't drag the past into the present. She lets it go. If she can't, then you're not building a future, you're paying for someone else's history. The third phrase is, you're too good for me. This one sounds flattering, but it's not praise, it's preemptive withdrawal. What she's really saying is that she knows she won't match your effort, consistency, or commitment. Instead of rising to meet you, she lowers expectations. She's telling you upfront that imbalance is coming, and imbalance is where resentment grows. Men often respond by reassuring, fixing, and overgiving. But insecurity this deep doesn't disappear with validation. It eventually turns into self-sabotage, emotional distance, or sudden exits. If someone believes they can't meet you where you stand, don't argue, don't rescue, believe them. The fourth phrase is, I'm not ready for a relationship. This one is incredibly common and incredibly misunderstood. When a woman says she's not ready, it doesn't mean she's confused. It means she doesn't see this connection as worth committing to. If attraction is strong enough, readiness appears. Fear doesn't stop desire. Indifference does. Men who wait after hearing this sentence place themselves in limbo. They become emotional placeholders, available, supportive, and convenient while she keeps her options open. Waiting doesn't prove maturity. It proves a lack of boundaries. And the longer you stay, the more you teach her that your time is negotiable. The fifth phrase is, I need to find myself. This sounds thoughtful, even noble, but most of the time, it's a soft rejection wrapped in self-growth language. It keeps you close without offering commitment. If she truly wanted you, she wouldn't need to lose you to discover herself. She'd want you beside her during that growth. Men hear this and think patience will be rewarded. But while you're waiting, she's exploring. And when someone else ignites real desire, self-discovery suddenly ends. Never put your life on pause while someone decides whether you're worth choosing. The sixth phrase is, You deserve better. This is rejection disguised as kindness. It allows her to exit without accountability while keeping your ego intact. If she truly believed you deserved better and wanted you, she'd become better. Instead, she steps away while framing herself as considerate. Don't argue with this line. Don't downplay your worth. Agree, and move on. Because she's right about one thing. You do deserve better than someone who doesn't choose you. The seventh phrase is, I need space. This is rarely about space. It's about emotional withdrawal. When desire is strong, closeness feels natural. Distance appears when connection weakens. Most men panic here. They chase, plead, and overcommunicate. And that only confirms her instinct to pull away. Sometimes space is a test. Sometimes it's preparation for an exit. Either way, your response determines your self-respect. Give her the space and fill yours with purpose. Don't wait. Don't chase. If someone needs distance from you, they're already halfway gone. Strong men don't fight for attention. They build lives that don't collapse when someone steps back. Conclusion: words matter. They're not random. They're signals. And the moment you stop ignoring them, you stop wasting your life. The right woman won't confuse you. She won't keep you guessing. She won't push you away while asking you to stay. Walking away isn't weakness. It's clarity. And clarity is power. Choose yourself first, and you'll never beg to be chosen again.